Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4, the Mare Nostrum expansion, and we are playing as Lübeck. But unfortunately, the days of Lübeck are waning. This Let's Play must come to an end relatively soon-ish. And why is that? Well, because of sort of real-life timing things. It is currently, as I'm recording this, it is Monday, April the 25th. This week is going to be very busy. I have 3 live streams, and by the time Sunday rolls around, I will be getting on a plane to fly to England for a Paradox Stellaris event. I will be in England most of next week, as of I'm recording this. I don't know when this video is going to go live. And in fact, before that, I semi-expect to maybe get a press build of Stellaris as well. That may or may not be under embargo at the time. So I'll most likely want to spend a day recording a bunch of those episodes and getting them scheduled for the YouTube for when the embargo lifts. Plus, I need to make sure that I've got some episodes recorded for RimWorld at the very least. And if I could fit it in, Baldur's Gate as well, although I wouldn't cross my fingers for the timing. So we got a crazy week. And then after I get back from England, that's basically going to be when Stellaris is out, and certainly people are going to be wanting me to play that, so there's just going to be a conflict about how many Let's Plays we've got going on, and I think the best thing to do is to find a good conclusion for Lübeck here, and, you know, tie it in a nice bow and say, there we go, we've done a good job, and it's been a heck of a lot of fun playing as this. I still have plans. I still really would love to get dominance over the Gulf of St. Lawrence, make sure we're pulling a lot of trade forward, and continue to expand into the English Channel as well. Actually, expand at all into the English Channel trade node, which we haven't done. But yeah, I would like to finish a sort of a bit of colonization over here. And in fact, we can colonize. There's a bunch of territory that is not yet colonized. What is this? Uncolonized over here, Stadacona is really valuable because that's the estuary. We would love to drop in on that. And as soon as we finish our colony here, I believe we will be able to reach that. In addition to that, if we can go to war with England again and take a bunch of territory from Newfoundland, that would be fantastic. Not to mention take territory from England itself. So that's how we're going to progress forward. Right now, there we go. It's a new day, a new load. Oh, everyone hates me. Oh my god, I got lots of enemies. And not only that, we do still have an actual coalition, not like a threatened coalition. We have an active coalition against us, so we do have to sit on our hands for a while. We just took Hamburg over here, which is why that is like that. And I think, what else did we do? Oh yeah, we gave Orkney back to Scotland. We declared war against Norway because we knew it would bring Hamburg in without triggering Austria to come and defend the free city. I wasn't going to have a problem necessarily fighting Austria as an ally, but apparently what happens is they actually take over. They automatically are declared as a co-belligerent, which means Austria could bring in all their allies, and they had a whole lot of them. So we don't have a ton of manpower, so, you know, I'm happy to sit. Our income could be a little bit higher. I mean, it's not bad, you know, plus 17 net per month. That's actually pretty good, and in fact, how come I can't escape from the screen? Oh, there we go. Just lost focus. L? How come none of my keyboard shortcuts are working? Hang on. Pause? No. Okay, hold on. Tab out, tab in, F1, T, L. Okay, we're fine now. Just tab in and out. We're okay. All right, that was weird. Right, and I was going to say, in terms of gross income, we are still in the lead. Although Spain keeps going up quite dramatically because of their New World colonies. And what happens right now, like in the New World, with so much land uninhabited, all these provinces here don't produce any trade goods or anything like that. So as more and more of them become colonized in any way whatsoever, all of a sudden there's more and more trade good being created in New World. Plus, if they take over any territory from the actual native nations here too, from their higher, say, Diplotech and different ideas and things like that, they could also have bonuses to trade good production. So there's lots of ways that there's going to be more and more and more trade goods coming from the New World. It would be great if we could have control over the Caribbean, although, and ultimately, long term, it would be great if we could do that, send it up to Chesapeake, and then from Chesapeake, send it up to the Gulf of St. Lawrence, and from there, send it to the North Sea. But that might be a bit beyond the scope of what we have left. So yeah, for now, I'm okay with just sort of sitting around for now. Austria declares war on Venice. Excellent. I'm sure there will be more wars. We're not going to start any right now. Do I want to mothball these guys? Actually, we can do an upgrade on that fleet. It's not much of it. I don't think I will because... Oh, we actually have a truce with Sweden. That's very handy. Being attacked by natives, fine. We can take a new idea group, which I think is worthwhile. Yeah, we're ahead of time on Diplotech, so absolutely we're going to take that. We get an additional merchant. Slightly more expensive because currently we have some corruption, but hardly anything to talk about. So what are we going to do with this merchant? I mean, we could put another, like, overland caravan guy, but none of these trade nodes is particularly valuable, so we're not going to be pumping that much trade in any sort of meaningful way. We could send someone to Bordeaux to help steer trade towards Champagne, but almost all of it is already doing that. From Champagne, we could pull trade towards the English Channel or towards Genoa, neither one of which really help us. We could put a merchant in the English Channel and collect, but we don't have any real trade power there. Pirating is the way to go. I'm actually very tempted, and I think I'm in fact going to do that. Exactly. I'm going to send it to the Gulf. Oh, we can't reach. Really? Oh, we really can't reach. So we really need one of these. Okay, I'm actually going to just sit on the merchant for now. Hopefully I won't forget, because we are going to finish our city here in Greenland relatively soon. Colonial CB against Spain. All right. Wait, really? What? How are we getting a colonial CB against Spain? They have colonies close to ours. Really? I find that a little difficult to believe. But they're all down here, not up here. Unless they just started one and hasn't actually flipped yet. There's a possibility of something like that. Like, they may have sent a colonist here, so it hasn't been colorized, but maybe it can trigger the CB. I don't know. That's odd. We are integrating Scotland, which is great. We've got someone else who's improving relations with Brunswick to make sure... There we go. Just like that. To make sure they didn't join the coalition. Or rather, to make sure they didn't break off the alliance, because we actually had quite a bit of negative going on there. I'm going to go and cap out things with Saxony as well. The fact that we're allied to Brunswick and Saxony is a great buffer against the rest of the HRE. And then we've got Russia in the east, which will be great once our truce with Sweden expires. So that 4-3 relationship, mostly because we've got Scotland. We have a cap of 4 people because of our trade league. That being said, right now, we only have one nation in our trade league, Luxembourg, and we can't possibly be getting that much from them, which makes me wonder if we shouldn't just break the trade league. That would free up a relationship slot, so then we'd be sitting at 4 of 4 instead of 4 of 3, which would be yes, pause, which would be quite nice. And again, that's another part of the reason why we don't necessarily need Standard Merchant Republic anymore. Okay, we completed that, which actually gave us a mission as well. Excellent, wonderful. Manpower needs to recover. I completely agree. Rival of rival is Saxony. Can we get to plus 100 with Saxony right now? Improved relations. So we can get another like 68 from this, which won't quite get there. Although once the aggressive expansion in lawful territory burns off, we might be able to get there with Saxony. Manpower needs to recover. It needs to be at 90%. It's going to take a while. It's a nice little reward. I like the Diplo power and prestige from this. You know what? I'll try Rival of Rival. Because actually we do want to be friends with Saxony, so it's not too bad. It's just a little tricksy because of the current negative modifiers. But we still have our... Oh no, we have a Diplo rep guy. Right. Which I'm going to keep around until we can finish annexing Scotland. And then I'll switch back to improve relations over time guy. Alright, so we have our colonists back. So we should have more range here. First of all, I should be able to... send a merchant, because we can reach, and secondly, we can check our colonial map mode, and indeed we have access to all of this, and in particular, Staticona over here. It's 10 development, which is pretty good compared to the neighbors, and it's an estuary, so it has bonus trade power, so we're going to send a colonist there. The only downside is because we are once again colonizing somewhere where we don't have a neighboring province, we're not going to get the speed boost, but, I mean, we don't really have that option anyway. Oh, we have to move some dudes. I'm going to go and do that. Let me split off just our transports here. And in fact, we only need like a pair of dudes. I'm going to send 4 transports though. Just in case we get some weird sinking. It should be okay. We'll go over there. Just because there may be some... I don't know, supply ship reach. It's all there. Oh, wonderful. Very cool. So you guys are there. You're fixing that up. We got that. How's our force limit coming along? We are 2 shy of our military force limit. That's not too much to stress about. And we're 2 over our naval force limit, which again is not very expensive. I think it pays for the ship. I'm not sure about this, right? But if we look at how much we're paying from being over our force limit, we're not paying much. So I think it tries to pay for our more expensive ships first. I don't know. It might be a percentage thing. We only have 1 caravel, so it's not too bad. Yeah, diplomats are good. I mean, I could get them to fabricate some claims and things like that. Speaking of which, other people are fabricating on me, but I'm mostly okay with this. You are just keeping down the unrest over here, which I'm okay with. I believe it would be an excellent idea to go and bring up that fort level. And how much is it? 200? Yeah, we're going to do that. I want all my forts to be at the max level. I think they are. Maybe not up here yet, but we can probably live without this being leveled up. The important thing is Danzig is... Oh, no, still level 2. And we never did build... Oh, no. We are building the level 4 fort here, which is going to be quite good. Yeah, Danzig, you should get an upgrade. I want to keep that money around for mercs. But the higher level fortress is actually going to be quite nice at restricting... Because where we've got them positioned, it's actually quite difficult for our enemies, if they declare war on us, to just run directly through our territory. We can hide our army, say, in Holstein, and no one can jump on us there, and it'll give us all the time we need to build up our mercenary reinforcements and whatnot. All right, England is spying on us. Good for them. Have fun there, England. And we are still heading over there. Still kind of frosty looking? I don't know. Army is under attack, right? That's fine. Actually, here's something. Colonial regions. All right, this is all colonial Canada. Okay, good. Just in terms of colonial governments and stuff like that, that's what I want. And you guys are going to come out over here. This is all, yeah, that's all one gulf. It's all one big sea zone. Just ginormous. And we'll drop off some people over there. I think some of these other... No, they're all pretty low development. I thought there was another one with decent development, but maybe not. Interesting. The Pequot over there. I think that's how it is. Maybe it's Picot. I think it depends on if you're pronouncing it in the English fashion or the French fashion. With that spelling, I suspect very much that they are, you know, some of these people that the Francophone explorers may have encountered and decided to spell it that way, and then I suspect there's a couple of different ways to pronounce it. Just like the Iroquois kind of thing. King of the Hill. Soldier state. So we can lose prestige and piss off Luxembourg, or we can get a 10-year penalty to morale of the armies. No, we're going to take this. Prestige loss sucks. Upsetting Luxembourg sort of sucks. Because I would like to keep them in my... Well, it really doesn't matter. I think we should break the trade league. How do I do that? I guess as soon as there's no members... Like, if I were to go and talk to Luxembourg, wherever you are, right over here, and kick you from the trade league... Like, how do you start a trade league if you don't have one? You just invite someone, and as soon as you get your first member, then you've got a trade league? I actually think it's probably a good idea to do that. It'll give us an extra Diplo power. I mean, that's only really relevant until Scotland is integrated. Maybe I'll keep it going, because once the coalition drops, some of these guys might rejoin. Oh! Our king died. When was the next election? Oh, so he really didn't get much out of his last term. Because it's every 4 years, and the next election isn't... Oh, no, they're starting this timer from now. Okay, so they're still showing me the old king. But not when he was elected. Okay, so maybe it's not too bad. We're kind of ahead of time on absolutely everything. We're still working on diplomatic ideas, so I guess the diplomat candidate is the one that makes the most sense. And we can take another tech. Oh, that's quite ahead of time. Although we're almost capped on military power. I think what we might do is develop a province. And Lüneburg would be a great place to have another fort, right? If we can get them up to 20... It would be a great place to build another fort. If we're concerned about that, which we may not be. What else can we do by dumping military power? Well, not much. I mean, I can't do anything with the states. I mean, I could just pay the ahead of time penalty. That would be not necessarily so bad. Over here, see? Let's bring you up to 10. Nope. Let's do... We can do that because we're going to get lots of Diplo power. Need a little bit of that. And that'll hold us off for now. Man, republics. Crazy amounts of points. First republic problem. I have too many points. Alright, so our colonist has arrived, and we are guarding. And these transports, I think I'm just going to send them back. I mean, at some point, our other Greenland colony over here will finish up. But it's not going to be too fast because it doesn't actually have a colonist itself. So the growth rate is a little bit stunted, but it's not too bad. Bastion completed over there. Wonderful. I'm still going to try to have a bit of a nest egg. See, I may not worry about this fort. I don't know. It's hard to tell because forts, you know, they all provide 100 Diplo power for free and a cheap trader. And I mean, obviously a trade specialist would be quite good for us. It would make us a lot more money. But I think right now we do need the Diplo rep and then the improved Diplo thing. Newfoundland has colonies close to ours. Are you still... Yeah, you're still a thing. Yeah, we're going to sit on that. I was going to say something else. I don't remember what it was. Oh, right. So forts do give you war score. So there's something to be said, even though this one's not in a strategically critical location, it's probably still worth bringing it up to level 4. But I think I'd rather wait until I had more money just sitting in the bank before I did that. Unrest actually went up a bit. It was like 8 something for a while. I don't know why it went up to 10. Our king, we didn't lose stability when our king died. We did lose some prestige. No, I don't know. Merchants are doing poorly. Oh, well, we don't want to lose the stability. And right now, we don't have to worry about the Diplotech because we are going to be spending our power on diplomatic ideas instead. Over here, how's our inflation? It's not 0, so there's something to be said about bringing it down. Getting the national unrest to drop, no, we can deal with these Hamburgian separatists just fine. And there's a bunch of good stuff, but we've got the money. I think I'd be quite happy paying for level 3 dude. And while after 4.5 years, he will have got rid of all the inflation, so his ability won't be particularly useful, it's still something to be done for now, and it's still nice to have a level 3 admin advisor there for some more admin points. Not that we're really hurting on our points, but at least with admin, there's more we can do. Truce with Scotland has ended. Well, yeah, we're not declaring war on them. Our relationship's still really good. Still really good. Still annexing. Right now, we're predicting 85. Okay, so another 8 years still. Be nice if we could get a boost to our Diplo rep, but I don't think there's anything we can do. Like we don't have a policy for that, right? No, trade power abroad, really, really, really nice. But I'm okay for now. Oh, we're replacing fur with either naval supplies or grain. Now, I think they both have a base cost of 2 gold. Yeah, 2 gold. I don't remember what trading in either one does for us. Thematically, I think it makes the most sense for us to stay with naval supplies, so we're going to do that. And I'm okay with it. Guild restriction on fish. Alright, we can get production efficiency or trade power. And flip our influence around. I mean, right now our traders have such a complete dominance. It doesn't really matter who gets the influence. And trade power, we're at 82%. I mean, we could get a little bit more. Oh, this would lead to unrest. Yeah, we'll take this route. So we're going to produce a little bit fewer goods in here, but we'll have a little bit more percentage trade power. That's going to be okay. Get some people being besieged. Actually, is that... Oh, that's Holland. Yeah, I always do that with Scotland. I mean, they both have the rearing lion in red facing towards the left on a yellow background. It's just one has a little, like, I don't know, a border around the lion. And which one is Holland these days? Oh, we're over here. And this one does not, and the lion's a bit bigger. I think it's a legitimate confusion. Leave me alone. Shut up. Money should still be... Oh, it actually went down a little bit. Statacona, we're under attack, but that's fine. I didn't actually check to see what the relative strength of these... yeah, there's not very many of them, so it's not going to be much. I would lower army maintenance, and I will want to at some point, because we're actually paying quite a bit for them here, including some mercs, which I think I'd be very comfortable in getting rid of at this point, because they're a little bit more expensive. I mean, if war breaks out, we'll be rehiring them instantly, but that's okay. Actually, we still have a decent ratio. Again, it's a little light on the front line, but we're looking to replace those as mercenaries once the war starts. Sending ministers abroad. We could lose some fervor. How is our fervor doing right now? We're set on trade. We're running pretty low. We don't care about missionary strength, and we don't care what England thinks about us. So, no, that's fine. There we go. 82%. 66% over here. We're really there. There's a lot of trade being pulled over here. We don't have a merchant directing trade, but all of our trade power here, even though we don't have a merchant, all of our trade power is using it to transport trade forward, which is great. Technology, the military one. Yeah, so, I don't know. Lost claim. Oh, that's a Teutonic Orders thing is here. I think it's probably still good to dump a few more points here. There we go. Get it to another breakpoint for another building, which we may build later on. And then, because we might as well. I mean, in a sense, if you're going to spend military power developing a province, you want to do it as early as possible, so you get the benefit for as long as possible. Here, if we're going to develop up to 10, we need to make sure this would be a great place for us to build a barracks. I assume. That's some natives again. If we check the building screen, yeah, 745. Well, I still want to save money, so I don't want to do it too much. But yeah, right religion. Well, apparently we accept Danish, and yeah, the right religion as well. So that's all good. We have claims on things we don't own. We're almost at 100 with Saxony, which is going to complete that mission, which is excellent. Yeah, improved relations is actually almost about to hit 100, but also with the decay of the aggressive expansion and whatnot. It looks like I should be able to recall the diplomat. We completed that mission. Trade leagues are being joined. Colonize. These missions are always really good. This will give us a CB on England, but that's okay. We can fabricate, and we don't want to. We can't declare war on them right now. That's to colonize here, which is absolutely what I'm going to want to do after this. In fact, do I want to start another colony right now? Is someone going to beat me to that? It's not bad. With 5 development, it is one of the slightly better ones, and I do have a mission for it. Because I could recall this diplomat and then send him over here. Oh, I don't want to lose Republican tradition. So we'll lose the admin power. That's all right. It's a short-term loss. Long-term, we'll get more by having more Republican tradition. Would like a second colonist, which I could have done if I'd gone exploration ideas instead of expansion ideas, but... Yeah, what the hell? I'm actually going to do this, and then I'm going to send it over here. I wonder if 1 infantry. Probably. Pretty low count of natives. Yeah, and actually not very aggressive either. And we have hills, so we have defensive bonuses as well if they pop in here. So, we should be okay as long as we're at full maintenance. Evangelical Union. Form the league. Oh, is this the start of the religious leagues? It is. It is. Brunswick, Denmark, Austria. I mean, I don't really care necessarily who wins or loses this league war. I could choose not to enter, because I mean, it makes no difference for me what the official religion of the HRE is, because we're not going to be Protestant or Catholic. We're Reformed. But it's fun to be in it. Spain. Oh my God, yeah, Spain is so crazy too. I feel like... What is the symbol? I don't remember. Sweden on that side. I feel like if we're going to join, we'd want to join on the Protestant side here, because we'd actually be quite protected from our neighbors, and it would be a good time to potentially help smack down Spain. I'm not sure... Oh, man. EU4 Wiki League War. I don't think it makes any difference to us which side wins. Joining a league war grants the... Oh, thank you for scrolling after loading it up. I just love it when you do that. When you load up a web page and then the images load in and it just like pops you. So grants you joined league war country modifier for 100 years from the start of the war, which gives more army tradition, cheaper diplomacy costs, or military tech cost. If a league wins a war by enforcing the religious supremacy peace term, the league will have their religion made the permanent official religion of the HRE. This disables further league wars. And that means that only countries with religion can become electors or emperors. So again, it doesn't make any difference to me because I'm Reformed. Furthermore, all countries with their capital in Europe, even if outside the empire, gain the following benefits if they follow the victorious religion. Oh, which again, makes no difference to me. Why would I get involved? If I was committed, if I was interested in seeing one side getting destroyed. Now, I would love to see Spain get, like, shot down. Big question is France going to join in? Because France and Spain, you guys are no longer buddies. Excellent. But you haven't joined in, because that will be quite telling. I'm hoping France joins the Protestant side, which they might do, even though they're Catholic. I might sit this one out. If France joins the Protestant side, though, I will easily jump in the Protestant side. I just would not like to fight combined Spain plus France plus Austria as the Catholics. That would be unpleasant. The Ottomans have joined in on the Protestant side. But yeah, I'm going to wait. Now, can you see if someone's joined in somewhere? Is there... Not that I'm aware of. I just have to keep checking this screen. Losing some claims on things. Yeah, we'll have to refabricate him. Oh, actually, we have a do have an idle diplomat. I suppose it's probably a good idea. We can't go to war yet still because of the coalition stuff. But we're going to go and recreate our claims just so that we've got them. How's Hamburg looking? 9.4 unrest. I think as long as we got 25, we are capped on the friendly troops, eh? Yeah, we are. France, building a spy network, Milan, Liège, Nassau, Spain. I mean, the only thing that's scary on the Catholic side is really Spain. I mean, Austria's not bad either, but it's really just Spain. But if France joined in on that side, it would be pretty bad. At least it'll keep people busy, so maybe they won't be doing coalition wars and stuff. I don't suppose England's jumped in, eh? I haven't been looking for it. What's their flag these days? Right, that one. So, looks like no. Yeah, I don't want to join in until France declares. So you guys are over there. You've been sent there. This is still building. As soon as that colonist arrives, our colonial maintenance will go up quite a bit, but that's all right. Stadkona, we should be fine over here. Yeah, no problem. I'd feel a little bit more comfortable with a bit more muscle, but for now it's okay. As soon as this completes, which it will take a while, we'll send those over to the mainland as well. I could build some forts over in Greenland, but that's going to become a colonial nation relatively soon, so no. And actually, that's one of the things to consider. Once we hit, it's 5, right? 5 provinces, we form a colonial government. So we've got 4 working right now, although it's going to be quite long before they're actually full provinces, full cities. We could easily start a 5th once these guys start popping. Then we'll have to decide like how we want to play it in terms of our war declaration. Oh, there we go, coalition. Rebel uprising, the Hamburgian separatists are rising, which is fine. I mean, I was trying to slow them down a bit, you know, so that we can delay their popping as long as possible. Once they pop, then we'll have, you know, recent uprisings, so they won't pop again. France still hasn't done anything? No, okay. Secrets in the Alliance. Could I leave the HRE? Do you want to leave the HRE? No, I'm fine. What is this? Ambassador something something. Oh, Brunswick. We could upset Brunswick. Lose Diplo power, or they have a chance of increasing their spy network. I don't really care. They can increase their spy network if they want. It's not really a problem. Next level of Diplo attack. No. How come we can't get the next Diplo? Oh, right. These are admin ideas. I'm an idiot. I'm getting confused between expansion and exploration ideas. So we really wanted an admin leader. Herpaderp. So that's what we'll do. I mean, he's got another term coming up. When? Was it the 80th? Yeah, year 80. So we're going to flip to an admin guy at that point. That'll be fine. Byzantium declares war on Venice. First of all, Byzantium exists. Oh, more people join the coalition. Oof. And we're not... Yeah. Well, it'll be nice to get this military tech. We'll be ahead of most people. Most likely, I will grab it next time we get a chance. Siena declares war on Venice. Everyone's declaring war on Venice. I can't believe Byzantium is still a thing. What a crazy game we have going on here. Just absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, it's a pretty valuable province. It's probably worth investing in the castle. I'm going to get it started now. It's still going to take forever to do it. By that way, we don't kill our bank account. We don't have a lot in it for mercs, but we can always get some loans out if we need to. Yeah, here I am, spending a whole episode getting mixed up between admin and Diplo for the idea. Not that it really hurt us, although I would have picked a different leader, but it's not actually a problem one way or another. You guys have to reinforce, which is okay. So how close are they now? 90%. All right, probably revolt within the year. Just farmland, but we should have a big enough stack. And I don't think we'd lose infantry fast enough for this to be a problem. No, I'm quite okay with this. We are nearly capped on our manpower, which is quite nice to see, and very, Very unusual for me, but I'm, you know, still hemmed in by this coalition, which in fact has only grown in the last little bit. England is actually in it, right? Yeah. Yeah, we don't have a truce or anything. That's okay. And we are spying over here in the Teutonic Order, so let's go ahead and fabricate some claims before it gets too big. Mostly, we'll probably just fabricate on all the things, because apparently that's not a problem. That is an important level. Is that a new lightship? It is, too. That's actually a really valuable level. My god. That being said, we are still ahead on Diplo, and so I might not be too concerned with also spending a bit more Diplo to develop some of these places. What's the development cost over here? Pretty high. Still think Lüneburg would be a decent place for a building. I'm going to go ahead and sink a couple of points in there. Just for now. Because probably there'll be some more later on. Just going to try to make sure we don't hit the cap. On war! Mines declared war, citing coalition. Well, we knew there was going to be someone. Someone was definitely going to be declaring the war. You. This is my main war fleet. We don't currently have an admiral. I'm going to spend some points for one. That is some maneuver, which actually is relatively handy in naval battles. 1 point of fire isn't, you know, huge, but it's a thing. You, the rest of the fleet, you're going to join up over here. That's going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and recruit some Merc infantry right away. Actually, I guess I could use my pre-define here. We're just going to try to get them to join up over there. So who do we got? Hopefully my allies will actually jump in. They just haven't responded to the call yet. Tempted to unpause now. They got a lot of people. A lot of small people, but what you have to remember is that all these people all have even a one province minor has a half-decent force limit. And if they're allowed to combine together, terrible things will happen, which means we actually have to make sure to jump in on one of these small armies right away before they group up too badly. Well, this seems like as good a place as any to put in a cut in the action. War. We knew it was coming. That coalition was so big. There couldn't possibly be someone who didn't just pull the trigger. England is in it, which is quite neat. Because we could go and siege out some stuff over here. Most likely what's going to happen is they're going to come to me instead. Which is too bad. They might claim, like, they might just grab the colony, which they can do. We'll see how it goes. But for now, thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time.